Stop. Make sure you stop. Please stop. Be good. If you stop by that black line, that'd be even better. Please. Yes. Very good. Very. Don't beep at me. Hello everybody, welcome to Chaz Draycott Media and welcome to another episode of Tower Simulator 3. We're back again with another airport. I've not played very much in the game before. I think I did 2 videos back to back on this airport when I first played it and when it first came to the game. And it's an Energist Design airport. I'm so sorry guys, I always get the name wrong. They sponsored today's video as well, Energist Designs. Don't forget to look in the description for some links to their YouTube channel and also to some of the affiliate products as well. I'm an affiliate of theirs and I really am grateful for their support. And of course, they would be grateful for your support as well if you get any of the products directly through them. Products, not products. We're going to Copenhagen today. EKCH. There's a lot of crossing runways to do here and a lot of complicated little taxiways. Again, I'm going to open the runways and sort that out when we get into the game. And we're going to go for light cloud weather. It tends to be my favourite. And we're not really going to go as late in the day this time. We're going to go really early morning. I'm going to go for 6 a.m. We're going to use Energist Design, obviously airplane set and database, and the default radar style. I wasn't sure whether the sort of newer radar styles that came with Gatwick had been enabled on any previous airports yet. Anyway, we're going to jump into Copenhagen, this coastal airport, and really enjoy ourselves with some European airlines today. Now, I did wonder, being so sort of northern in the world, Copenhagen, how bright it would be at this time of day. I was hoping that there'd be a little bit more of a sort of nighttime effect to this, but that's absolutely fine. Let's get the airport lights on and we'll figure out what runways we want to use today. I think 22 left is the usual airport for arrivals, I remember from last time. Getting everything else on 22 right seems to work. So we've got Alpha 1, 2, 3, 4, because that's Alpha 5. So we need to just, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Loud, but okay. What's the name of the runway? 22 left. We're going to use for arrivals today. And we are going to cheat a little bit. Again, I'm going to use the 10-mile separation just because it makes life so much easier. Right. Ryanair 9 and Tango. Let's just check some cameras. F8 camera here. 9. That's cool. That looks over everything else there. Busy. 10 for arrivals. We want, really, 8 looking over this so we can spin it around this way and check down here. There's an A350. All sorts. 9, 10. I don't know. It's a shame about the lines. They do this. I think this is a TAA thing again. This is something that I've changed in a few videos early on. I think if we do FXAA, does that do it? Yes. FXAA. It's not as pretty, the anti-aliasing on FXAA. You'll see a lot of the lines now seem to have this weird effect about them, but it's something we've got to put up with, unfortunately. It's just how the game processes the anti-aliasing. Anyway, Ryanair 9 Tango, pushback approved, expect runway 22 right. KLM 9-6 Foxtrot, pushback approved, expect runway 22 right. We're not using any crossed runways today at all. So Ryanair is here in their 737-800, an aircraft I will be flying more and more on Flight Sim. There's an Air Greenland A330 Neo. Wow. Look at that. Really long landing gear on that thing. That is an 800, I think. A330-800 Neo, not a 900. We've got KLM pushing back here. That is a 900, 737-900. We've also got Brussels. We've got Polish Lot Embraer. Got a Norwegian Max there, Austrian A320, Portugal A320, even Lufthansa. They're ready to go, actually. I think they've just called up while I was talking rubbish. Bunch of Norwegian. Is that an Air France A220? Yes, it is. Saw one of them at Manchester yesterday do the Wookiee noise, as they call it, the sort of howl that they do. That is an Icelandair 737-500. Mint. Anyway, back to the tower. Back to work. Lufthansa 4 Uniform Papa, pushback approved, expect runway 22 right. So, just those 3 for now. Let's not worry about the 10-mile separation for now. Early start though, so it's only going to be sort of departures that we get at the moment. That is good. Let's get used to taxiways again, shall we? So we want them down. Whiskey Delta. Okay. Whiskey Delta. Ryanair 9 Tango, runway 22 right via Delta, cross runway 12. Cool. Okay. Postman is down there. Heavy as well. What are you? Airbus A300. Cool. KLM 906 Foxtrot, runway 22 right at Alpha 2, cross runway 12. Yes.
Runway
We'll just let them taxi their own way. We'll just tell them which one of the 4 taxiways to go for. Postman 3316 Heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 30. We'll get them on down there, shall we? Don't really want to get them on at 22 left or 22 right. We'll get them on at 30. So Ryanair is taxiing across, and KLM is taxiing towards them. We've told them to cross the runway because 30 is barely going to be used. Lufthansa 4 Uniform Papa, runway 22 right at Alpha 3 via Foxtrot. Cross runway 2... no. Lufthansa 4 Uniform Papa, runway 22 right at Alpha 3, cross runway 12. There we go. So 1, 2, 3. Cool.
Right at Alpha 3, cross runway 12. Lufthansa 4 Uniform
Should
Papa.
really say cross runway 30, but that's alright. Arrival... oh! Etihad, is that? ETD? 1 Uniform Hotel? Etihad Boeing 787-10. In the last episode, that was, I'm pretty sure, our first arrival as well. An Etihad 787-10. There's KLM crossing the runway.
Air Portugal 757
making
Papa
their way through.
Foxtrot,
Air Portugal Papa.
Push and start.
Now it's 757 Papa, but it's not actually a 757. Air Portugal 757 Papa. Pushback approved. Oh, it says on. Air Portugal 757 Papa. Pushback approved. Expect runway 22 right. KLM 906 Foxtrot, runway 22 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. We don't really have a departures camera for this.
Use only with takeoff. Air Portugal
Yeah, I know. I know Air
Papa.
Portugal. Don't be a knob.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 22
I don't have to bleep
right.
that. It's not that bad a word.
Portugal 757 Papa.
Etihad, oh Papa. Etihad's on its way in.
Cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000.
Ryanair takes ages
Contact
to taxi
departure.
from there.
KLM 906 Foxtrot. Apron, Postman 3316 Heavy, ready to taxi.
I'm wondering about this anti-aliasing. I'm sorry to do this mid-video, but I want you to see this as well, just while I do it, just see if it works, just to get the SMAA. Getting rid of those lines. No, it happens either way, and that's more intensive than using FXAA, so we're going to use FXAA like that. And we'll go from there. So, KLM, ready to go down there. Do we have a camera on departures? Yeah, I quite like the idea of keeping it there. There's the Airbus A300 ready to go. There's a DHL 757 as well, which is Postman. Postman 3316 Heavy, runway 30 via Golf. It's good that they're taxiing across the runway straight away. Remember getting fed up with telling them to cross runways. When there's only one runway, it's really easy to get them to do it. Etihad 1 Uniform Hotel Heavy, runway 22 left, cleared to land. It's all yours, sunshine. There goes KLM. You forget that the runway's that far over the left-hand side, actually. You seem to think that... well, I mean, I do anyway. I tend to think that we're down here and we sort of look straight ahead at that. But we hit that and we're actually looking left rather than looking to the right. Let's get Ryanair out of here. Ryanair 9 Tango, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Let's have another little look around the airport, shall we? What we got? Bunch of Scandinavian Sun class A321s. Air Portugal's ready to go. Yep. Load of Norwegian. No, that's not Scandinavian. What's that? Is that one of the... yeah, Faroe Islands. That's a cool livery, that is. Kind of reminds me of the Egypt Air thing with the multiple layers of the blue. Norwegian 737 Maxes, all of them. Ryanair ready to push back from an odd gate there. Well, they're not even pushing back, actually. And then we've got a Scandinavian... oh, there's a little ATR there. That's cute. There's a Jet Time 737-800. Never heard of them. Another Scandi A320 Neo, A350. Bunch of Neos and Embraers down here. There's even a CRJ. And then this Scandinavian here. I believe this is like the Scandinavian maintenance bit. Yeah, it's cool. Love this airport. Really, really cool. By Energy Designs. It's just a shame about the anti-aliasing, but I think that's just how it works with the game. Air Portugal 757 Papa, runway 22 right at Alpha 1 via Alpha. Cross runway 22. No, Chaz. Air Portugal 757 Papa, runway 22 right at Alpha 1, cross runway 30. I don't know why I do it. Lufthansa 4 Uniform Papa, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
Portugal
How
757
far
Papa.
away is
Runway 22
Etihad?
right. Line up and wait.
We've got no
Lufthansa
arrivals after
4
that, so
uniform Papa.
watch this. Postman 3316 heavy, runway 30, line up and wait. We'll get them lined up, and then as soon as Etihad is down and past them, we're going to get Postman going. They're going to be right down here, actually, near us, in their Airbus A300. They're going to use full length of the runway. Air Portugal over there is just going to come down this way and then cross runway 30. Lufthansa is lined up. Lufthansa 4 uniform Papa, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Thank you.
Runway
Very chill at the moment.
Cleared for takeoff.
Very quiet.
On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
So Lufthansa's on.
Lufthansa 4 uniform Papa.
Air Portugal's on. And 300, the Airbus is ready to go. But we've cleared these to land, so we're going to let them come in, get down the runway here, and get past, then clear DHL to get going. It's just good to have them lined up, ready to go on the power. Air Portugal's going to have crossed the runway before then as well. So, yeah, it's all plain sailing at the minute. There's a lot of planes at this airport. There's only one EasyJet A320 at the moment. They share that terminal with Ryanair here at Copenhagen, but there's a lot of aircraft up and down the airfield. Just not many of them pushing back yet, not really going for the early morning start. Lufthansa is now out of here on 22 right. Where's Etihad? Still a little distance away. I think we could have got Postman out of here, but I think the game would have shouted at me for having that runway cleared and then that runway cleared for takeoff, so not sure. Air Portugal's on its way down, so now they're clear of that runway, we can give them takeoff clearance. Air Portugal 757 Papa, runway 22 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. There they go.
Runway 22 right.
Nice.
Cleared for immediate takeoff.
Let's get the F10 camera, so I've got a really itchy nose.
Contact departure. Air Portugal 757
Here comes Etihad.
Papa.
78710. So this is a lonk boy. Like I said before, we had one of these at in Thailand last time round. In the previous video, it was our first aircraft of the day landing. Seems to be a bit of a theme at the moment. Really floating her in. Look how long it is. Don't really like the 787-10. I don't think it suits being as long as the A350 does with its 1000 variant. But they're in. Rolling past the cross point of the runway now, so we can say Postman 3316 heavy, runway 30, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 30.
There is Etihad.
Cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching
Just go to the
altitude
F7 camera and have a look at that.
departure.
There's
Postman
Portugal as well.
3316 heavy.
Etihad's going to use pretty much full length of the runway, I think. There's Postman, their Airbus A300 freighter. Saw one of them recently at Donington Park. I was there for the British Touring Car Championship, and there was one coming out of East Midlands Airport, which was great to see. I need to fly out of East Mids a bit more on Flight Simulator as well. I'm hoping to do a lot more Flight Simulator content, but as you can imagine, it takes a lot longer to record because it's a couple of hours at a time, and it takes a lot longer to edit because there's more cuts and things to do. I'll leave these episodes uncut so they don't take anywhere near as long to edit. There's just a few little bits at the beginning and bits at the end where I introduce myself and then say bye. Up goes Postman, speaking of saying goodbye. They're gone. Thank you, come again. So no departures at the moment, and only one arrival. Etihad 1 Uniform Hotel Heavy, taxi to ramp via Bravo. Cross runway 30. Straight in.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Easy taxiing, that is. So they're going to be coming up to... Where will they be coming up to? Will they be coming into here? Yeah, they'll be coming into one of these gates, won't they? Did it say they were turning left? Yes. So up Bravo into the sort of Sierra bit. Is that Sierra? Doesn't say, does it? No. But they're going straight up Bravo and then into here, so it's going to be one of these gates. A couple of heavy gates here. This is where you tend to get A330s, A350s, and so on. More A330s here. Scandinavian 300. And the Iceland Air 75 is sort of in the way there, but that's probably the best gate to get it on. Any lights or anything? Anybody want to get moving? Doesn't look like it, does it? It's very chill down this side of the airfield. I'm surprised at how bright it is, but at the same time, Like I said before, because we're so northernly in the world, it will be bright at this time of day at 6 AM. I was kind of hoping it would be a bit more dusky or sunrisey. But yeah, we've got a very, very quiet airfield at the moment. We've literally got one aircraft moving, one aircraft on our frequency. Is that Ryanair ready to go? No, the tug's actually just through the barrier a little bit. Wow. Nobody wanting any of it at the moment. There's all these jetways are connected. The aircraft are all either being boarded or preparing to be boarded. You'll see often that the jetway comes away, then the tug drives up to the aircraft, so I'm looking for ones with no jetways connected. It's not one for the ATR, but don't think they need one really. Yeah. Everyone has their jetway connected at the minute. That has a jetway anyway. So it's literally just this sausage. The only active aircraft on the airfield. It's possibly the biggest one here as well. The 787-10 of Etihad. Taxiing down taxiway Bravo. They're about to cross the runway as well. No hesitation. Look, I like that. I'm glad that you can give that command as part of another command. Straight over, there you go. And now we wait. Is there anyone else going to be coming in on arrival anytime soon? No. No, there is not. Very, very odd. We've only got the one runway for arrivals, which is all we need. And that's it. That's it. How strange. Right, well, I'm going to fast forward time then. I don't normally do this, but we're going to go for 4 times. Keep our eye on the arrivals. Keep our eye out for aircraft that are asking for it, but yeah, let's really flight forward. Let's go 16 times. Let's properly speed it up. We would have been waiting minutes. Literal minutes. Wow. There's nothing going on. How strange. How strange is this? I hope it doesn't do that really big popping noise when someone comes in.
Scandinavian 928 on final 22 left.
Thank God for that. We also have... What's that? French post? Yeah.
French post 902 X-ray with information.
What aircraft are you?
Requesting
737. Cargo 737. Scandinavian 928, runway 22 left, clear to land. French post 902 X-ray, pushback approved, expect runway 30. Oh, I don't know what it is, but my nose is itching like mad today. Like I say, I had my hair cut this morning, and just everything itches after a while. It's
French post 902 X-ray.
Let's have a look at French post, shall we? See where they are. One of these 73s here, the one on the left. ASL. I didn't know that their thing was French post. ASL Airlines have some 75s as well. I think we've got a Swift Air 737, which is sort of operated on behalf of DHL. No winglets on that either. I quite like that. And then we've of course got the marvellous 757, which has got a very cursed cockpit window set there. It looks like the instruments of the 75. They've got their doors and everything open. 73 starting up. That sounds good. I like the Compass Air cargo livery as well. Yeah, the ASL 737 pushing back to get going to runway 30. Scandinavian on approach. So we'll wait for Scandinavian to come in. They're 5 miles out at the moment. That'll give French post time to taxi down to runway 30. And then once they're good to go, or once Scandinavian has gone past them, then they can come in. What is Scandinavian? Airbus A321neo as well. Where's it come from? Do I know? K-Boss. Boston. Wow. Okay. I mean, I know that the A321 is perfectly capable of sort of the minimal transatlantic flights now, but I didn't know they came into Copenhagen. I know that JetBlue have a few A321neos that do the flight from, I think they come from JFK, or at least a couple of New York airports over into Gatwick in London, which is not a short journey at all. French post 902 X-ray, runway 30 via Golf. I mean, to be fair, a 5-hour flight like that is not short in an A321, is it? Oh, there's the cargo ships that pass each other over the course of the day. I bet that's an interesting approach over a boat. Ryanair wants to get going. Which one is it? That one. Ryanair's getting moving. That's good. Ryanair 19 Victor Romeo, pushback approved. Expect runway 22 left. Let's get them out on 22 left, shall we?
Pushback approved.
Let's
Expect
do that.
runway 22 left.
Get 'em up there.
Ryanair 19er Victor Romeo.
Hadn't thought about doing that before. Get some of them out on 22 left on this side, and then send stuff from maybe west of this cul-de-sac down on 22 right. Why not? French Post taxiing down. They're going to be at the runway any moment now. Scandinavian still a few miles out. That cruise ship's so cool. Well, it's not a cruise ship, it's a cargo ship, isn't it? I think there's some containers and stuff around the airport that have got the Energous Designs logo on, I think, somewhere. I can't remember if it was this one or the other one where there's an office as well with some of their logos on. There's some like cargo containers or something. Oh yeah, it's on the hotel, look. It's on the hotel, which is really cool. Energous Designs logo on there. Is there some cargo containers as well? I think they brought them in Fort Lauderdale, the cargo containers. There's a few little biz jets and stuff now. Look at that Gulfstream. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't think any of these buildings have the Energous Design logo on. No. Doesn't look like it. Here's Scandinavian, A321, in from Boston. Long flight. Boston Logan. Probably my least favourite airport on the game because it makes me tear my hair out. There's Ryanair, pushed back, 737-800. The tug will leave them any moment now. They'll be ready to get moving. We'll get French Post lined up. French Post 902 X-ray, runway 30, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Scandinavian's already gone past the crossing point of the runway anyway.
On reaching altitude 1000.
Ryanair 19 Victor Romeo, runway 22 left, via Victor.
Runway 22 left, via Victor.
Oh, is that bit only Victor? Ryanair 19 Victor Romeo, runway 22 left. Let's just tell them 22 left.
Runway 22 left, Ryanair 19 Victor Romeo.
You go in? They not like it? They had the path originally, now they're not. What taxiway is that? Let's say via Tango, see if it kicks them into life. Ryanair 19 Victor Romeo, runway 22 left via Tango. There we go.
Runway 22 left, via Tango. Ryanair 19 Victor Romeo.
There we go, they're getting moving now. That's one positive about the anti-aliasing being a bit janky, is that you can tell when they're moving a bit more. You see all the pixels flutter about. ASL now getting going. French Post. There's beacon lights on the 757, and I think they're going to be ready to go in just a sec, which will be great news for me. As you all know, Scandinavian still sort of... I thought they were slowly rolling forwards then. Scandinavian 928, taxi to ramp via Bravo, cross runway 30. And there goes French Post.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo.
French Toast.
Cross runway 30.
I don't know.
Scandinavian 928.
I felt the need to say it, I'm sorry. A few more nav lights and things over there, but doesn't look like any aircraft ready to get going just yet. You see beacon lights a little bit before anyone wants to push back. There's some nav lights on that Star Alliance liveried aircraft over there. There's a British Airways Airbus there as well. Ryanair taxiing out. No beacon lights from any of these. We've got nav lights on a few. Yes. Yes, 757. 757. Postman 12 Papa. Pushback approved. Expect runway 30. Get in. We get a 757 out of this episode. That's cool. This is going to be one of the quietest episodes we've ever had. It's really, really quiet. We've got no arrivals. Ryanair 19 Victor Romeo, runway 22 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 22
we need to really catch up with strips.
Takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Yep.
Ryanair 19 Victor Romeo.
Not really had a lot to deal with here, to be honest, but you get this, you get quiet parts of them. I didn't check the schedule before this. Normally I would go into Jarek P's scheduler and check when the busy parts of the day are and go for one of the busiest periods, but I just thought I'm going to throw caution to the wind here and just go for whatever I thought. Like I said before, a few times I've hoped that it'd be a little bit more sunrisey and a little bit darker for this stint, but nope, we've not had that. I need to do more stints in the rain as well, I think, and in bad weather. And just for those of you that wondered what I did there, that haven't seen it before, these three lights control the brightness of the light inside the tower. I didn't know if that switch turned them off or not completely, but yeah, you can turn the lights up and down I don't think all the towers have that. I remember seeing one of them, it didn't have that available. Not sure if it was an Energis Designs airport or whether it was a FeelThere airport. But I remember finding that one of them didn't have that option available. Can't remember where that was. Anyway, Ryanair is getting rolling. 19 Victor Romeo, 122 left. One of the only departures that we've had in this. And Postman's ready to go. Postman 12 Papa, runway 30 via Golf. There goes Brian. In there 737, it's the 800, so it's got the CFM56 engines on it. It's the aircraft I fly quite a bit in flight sim. And up they go. Cool. Okay, that's another one dealt with, and literally look at the screen, it's dead. It's dead. Got 757 coming out, which makes me happy, but it is dead otherwise. We'll times the movement by 4. See if we've got any more arrivals. Postman 12 Papa, runway 30, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Arrival, Qatari 7879. So a pretty cool arrival. Okay, let's put it on 1. We'll go outside and see the 75 at least go. Has the have the windows changed on it? Have they got rid of that horrible pattern all of a sudden? No. No, they have not. Here it goes, though. Such a shame that they're going. Really is such a shame, the 757 being phased out across many airports and airlines all over the world. But they're old now. We've got some at Manchester operating that are 36 years old, I believe. The likes of Golf Lima Sierra Alpha India, which is the only remaining grey Jet 2 757, is, yeah, 36 years old. It's just one of the best planes in the world. I've heard a lot of pilots really enjoy them, and a lot of pilots regret never flying them as well. I remember when I came back from the Nürburgring, when I went to commentate on the trucks, I was coming out of the terminal and there was a Cathay Pacific crew coming off their A350, and there was a few of them all walking together in front of me with their suitcases and whatever else, and there was a 757 on the stand next to the airport, and they all looked at it out the window and went, oh god, I wish I'd have flown one of them. And one of the guys said, you know, I used to fly them and they were just so amazing. You know, he said it's the sports car of the skies in terms of commercial aircraft anyway. It was like a Ferrari, because it's just completely, like, it was overpowered. You know, the engines were so much more powerful than they needed to be. It's just brilliant. Not to get too sentimental, but, you know, it's just a shame that they're being phased out. Right, before Qatari. Buy Sneak Energy, it's dead good. Qatari 4... I'm not even pressing the button. Qatari 49er Kilo Heavy, runway 22 left, cleared to land. What have we got in behind them? Danish ATR 72. Oh, these are the ones that they look like they're made of Lego. They're all multicoloured liveries, the Danish ones. I think they're quite cool. The Greenland aircraft are all red, I believe. Let's check the screen. We'll put it on 4 times because, well, let's put it on 8. Stuff it. Get them in. You'll see their speed dropping now. Going to go to what is VAP, their approach speed. That's quite slow. Wow.
Danish 3, 1 kilo on final 22 left.
See how they're catching them up? Now they're going to start slowing down. Danish is going to watch this number go down now. Yep, there you go. Slamming on. They're going to be at like 110 knots, I think, for theirs, because they usually go a lot slower. Do the ATRs. Still slowing down. Yeah, about 108 knots for them. Let's have a... Oh, we missed it. Damn it. Qatar coming in. We'll go back up. We'll go up here, shall we? 7879 from Qatar. Where have they come from? Have they come from Doha? OTHH. I'm going to pretend that I know what that is. I don't know what airport that is. EKRN, so Danish has come from a similar realm of where we are now. There's the... Oh, there you go.
6 November, Charlie with information.
Oh, cool.
Foxtrot, requesting
An actual departure. Danish 3-1 kilo, runway 22 left, clear to land. There you go.
Runway 22 left.
Lufthansa
Clear to
69
land.
at Charlie.
1 kilo.
Which is... Is it there? Where are they? Where's Lufthansa? I can't see you. Is it? Ah, it's here. It's literally this one here. Okay. Lufthansa 6 November Charlie, pushback approved, expect runway 22 right. Qatari 49er Kilo Heavy. Qatari 49er Kilo Heavy. Taxi to ramp via Bravo, cross runway 30. Yeah, Qatari is one of the words that tends to struggle to get picked up sometimes. I thought that was an arrival then, going in the opposite direction.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Let's get Danish
Cross
in.
runway 30.
Come on.
Qatari 49er Kilo Heavy.
110 knots seems to take forever for you, doesn't it? And now F10.
1706 with information Foxtrot.
Still beat them to it.
Requesting push and
They've got the
start.
little red nose on the aircraft, these things. They're so cool. It's cute, isn't it? Ha. Dead good. Okay, I think Lufthansa's ready to taxi. Was that someone else calling for clearance? Yes, BCY. That is, I should know that, Scandinavian. Is it just Scandinavian? Yeah, it's not like the City Line or whatever it's called. Or is that? I'm thinking KLM for that, aren't I? Qatari in. Danish in. Danish 31 Kilo, taxi to ramp via Bravo, cross runway 30. Lufthansa 6 November Charlie, runway 22 right at Alpha 2, cross runway 12. Why are you going that way?
Taxi to ramp via Bravo, cross runway 30, Danish 31 Kilo.
Oh, that's what the
Runway
Star
22
Alliance one
right
was.
at Alpha
Okay.
2, cross runway 12, Lufthansa 6
I
November
don't know why you're not
Charlie.
going that way, but okay.
Apron. Lufthansa 6 November Charlie ready to taxi.
Good. So there's Danish in, Qatari coming in the background there. Yeah, this is a quiet one, to say the least. Very, very quiet one. Really chill. Like, I'm enjoying myself being this chill, but yeah, it's not been the busiest, has it, this? I think it teaches me to definitely check the schedules a little bit more before I do any of these. Where's Danish going? Oh, they're going all the way down there, so we can get them out. Scandinavian 1706, pushback approved, expect runway 22 left. Let's get someone out on 22 left. Arrival!
Pushback approved. Expect
Est.
runway 22 left.
Estonian?
Scandinavian 1706.
Scandinavian. Okay. I don't know my call signs clearly when it comes to this lot. Scandinavian have a lot of different like sort of regions within the company anyway, so you'll have Scandinavian, but then you'll have a number of others with different call signs and different wording and so on, like their regional stuff and their international stuff. They're going down that taxiway, they're going down that one, so that's all good. They've been told to cross runway 30, and it's little Scandinavian CRJ that's pushing back. That's where our Qatari arrival went in, they're 7879. Quite like the Scandinavian CRJs, they look pretty cool. I do prefer them with red engines, because this is the new Scandinavian livery. And they've got this grey with like a stripe around them, but it's classy and it's tidy, and this bit's in metallic grey, but I prefer them when they're like this, with the red engines and the grey bit on the back as well. Just think it looks a bit cooler. A sort of blend of the one with the mask painted on it and the one with the red engines would look better, I think. But it's not up to me, it's up to them. So, back to the tower. Any arrivals? Yes, we've got that Scandinavian 87 Tango on its way in, haven't we? Lufthansa is crossing the runway now. We'll give them takeoff clearance. Lufthansa 6 November Charlie, runway 22 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. And then we'll wait for Scandinavian to be ready once that tug buggers off. They're going to go around that way, I believe.
Gas Tower, Scandinavian 87 Tango on final 22 left.
And there we go.
Apron. Scandinavian 1706 ready to taxi.
Good on you. Scandinavian 1706, runway 22 right at Alpha 2, cross runway 30. Ah. 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 Scandinavian 1706, runway 22 left. I forgot we gave him 22 left. I don't know why I kept making noises then, I just thought it'd be funny, just to see how much it'd add, but I know that's going to annoy some of you, because I have to leave it so long to wait for it to clear the command. I don't want to let go of the button and it put in a dodgy command or anything. See, SVS is Scandinavian as well, look. Same call sign. Odd. Okay, we'll get them in. Scandinavian 87 Tango, runway 22 left, cleared to land. 220 knots until 10 miles is pretty sporting.
Cleared to land. Scandinavian 87 Tango.
Good. There goes Lufthansa in their Star Alliance livery. Powering their way now out of 22 right. Scandinavian heading down towards us. Then they'll swoop around, obviously, and head in. We've got... Nope. Where's that arrival? Oh, they've just popped in one of these gates here. Who is? Is that you? Brussels? Oh, no. Never mind, it's someone else. Oh, it's the Swift Air thing. Okay, is it Swift, did it say? Postman. Right. Postman 5780, pushback approved. Expect runway 30. We should get Brussels calling up any second now as well for their pushback, because their beacon light was on. I'm surprised at how quiet this is for this time of day. I mean, it's 10 to 7. You'd expect there to be a lot more flights than this, because there's a lot of aircraft about still. There's a huge number of aircraft still here. You'd have expected some sort of like mass exodus of them all before now, but no. Apparently we don't want any of that. So we'll have to wait and see if there's anything in the next sort of few minutes, because it's not going to be long before we end this episode. It's already probably about half an hour in at this stage. I say probably. I can see the timer of how long I've been recording, but obviously I edit it and cut the waiting times out sometimes, so it may be about half an hour that you're at right now. There goes Scandinavian down towards 22 left. They have to taxi really slowly through this sort of ramp area here. When it's a taxiway that aircraft push back onto, there's a different speed for it, basically. If you're on the outside, it's a little bit better. They'll get to there and then they'll speed up. We should have an arrival in just a minute. Can't see. Oh, it's just out there.
1871 on final, 22 left.
You are, aren't you? That's fine. That's absolutely fine. You can be. Do what you want. We still need to wait for the aircraft before you to come in, which is going very slowly in their ATR 72. Scandinavian will be doing the same. And then we wait for... Nope. This one. They're going to turn right then left.
5780, ready to taxi.
Oh yeah, where are you? There you are, over there. Don't you beep at me. Okay. Postman 5780, runway 30 via Golf. And then Brussels is ready. It's Beeline, I think it's... Yeah. Beeline 6 November Quebec. Pushback approved. Expect runway 22 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 22 right.
Another arrival. That's another Scandinavian. It's a CRJ. How close are they now? Flipping out. They're taking their time, aren't they?
Beeline 6 November Quebec with information Foxtrot.
Yeah.
Requesting push and
See, I've already given you that. So I don't know why you're telling me again. This is the Scandinavian regional ready to go out. We've got one coming in, but yeah, seemingly taking forever to make its way in. Postman now taxiing down towards runway 30. Beeline pushing back. That's that Brussels there. Airbus A320. Very similar to the one that I flew on Flight Sim recently with Dan and Drew. If you haven't seen that video, by the way, go and watch that. Me, Dan and Drew went on VATSIM. Drew's a real world pilot. I'm obviously a little bit experienced with VATSIM, and it was Dan's first ever time on VATSIM. We only used Unicom. There was no ATC on at any of the airports that we went to, but we flew the same route together, and it was an absolute riot. Possibly the funniest video I've recorded on Flight Sim, so please do go and watch that if you enjoy my content and enjoy the aviation-based humour, because there was a lot of it. It was very, very good. Right. Come on. Come on, Scandinavian, today. We're not even going to get this one out before the next arrival either. There's going to be no space whatsoever between the two of them, because the other one's coming in at 140 odd knots, 1871. That's an Embraer 190. Beeline's ready. Then Postman's got to wait as well. Flipping heck. They are crawling. 115 knots all the way down.
Beeline 6 November Quebec ready to taxi.
Good. Beeline 6 November Quebec, runway 22 right at Alpha 1. Cross runway 30. Get
Runway
across.
22 right at Alpha 1. Cross runway 30. Beeline 6 November Quebec.
They are taking their sweet time getting in, aren't they? Flipping heck. I really could have got them out in time, you know. Looks and sounds great, though. I do like an ATR 72. They've really grown on me since I started playing spotting.
Scandinavian 743 on final 22 left.
Yeah, we need to get these arrivals cleared. 1871's going to be in. They're going to get off at this one, I think. I hope. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. Help me. Please. Please do me a favour. Please do me a big favour and come off there. Yes. Right. Scandinavian 1871, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Runway 22 left. Clear to land.
Wow.
Scandinavian 1871.
Beeline's taxiing. Postman's ready. We'll get Postman lined up. Postman 5780, runway 30, line up and wait. Probably get him out of here.
Runway 30, line up and wait. Postman 5780.
We'll wait till the next one's in. And we'll get Scandinavian to line up behind them. Don't know. Scandinavian 87 Tango, taxi to ramp 5 Bravo, cross runway 30. Get straight over.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo, cross runway 30.
Do we get Scandinavian to line up
Scandinavian 87
behind this
Tango.
next landing aircraft and then get Postman out while they're doing it? I think we do. Scandinavian 1706, runway 22 left, line up behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 22 left.
Okay, so it
Line up
all
behind
depends on
next
1871
landing
now.
aircraft. Scandinavian 1706.
Beeline is making its way down, so we can get rid of them. Beeline 6 November Quebec, runway 22 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Can't believe how quiet this stint's been.
Cleared for immediate takeoff.
Takeoff.
Upon reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
Right.
Beeline 6 November Quebec.
Let's keep our eye on this situation. So this is the Scandinavian Embraer coming in. Once they're in, these will line up, and we can then give Postman down there takeoff clearance, yeah? Yeah? See if we can just get ourselves out of this final situation, and then that be it. In they go.
Catwood Tower, Red Nose 3079 are on final 22 left.
Okay, they're lining up now. Ready? We're going to time this really well. Postman 5780, runway 30, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 30,
Boom, because they are now out of the way. They're going. That's as soon as we could have done it.
Postman 5780.
And once Postman's gone past that crossing point, then we're going to get Scandinavian to take off. We're going to clear these now. Scandinavian 743, runway 22 left, cleared to land. So we can give them clearance now, which I know is naughty, and I know we shouldn't do it. As soon as Postman has crossed that runway, let's do it now. Scandinavian 1706, runway 22 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Get on with it.
Runway 22
Scandinavian
left.
1871,
Cleared for
taxi to
immediate
ramp via
takeoff.
Bravo,
On
cross
reaching
runway 30.
altitude 1000, contact departure. Scandinavian 1706.
Now that was efficient without getting told off,
Taxi
wasn't
to
it?
ramp via Bravo,
Come on, power up.
cross runway 30.
Get going.
Scandinavian 1871.
Get going in your little CRJ. Boot it. I know you've not got very big engines or much power at all, but do it. Get on.
Apron.
What?
Postman 20 X-ray with
Another
information
one.
Foxtrot. Requesting push and start.
Is that you? It is. Another Postman. All the early cargo flights for us. There's the ships. Going back in the opposite direction. There's an arrival coming in, and to be fair, we've actually nailed it, haven't we? Because they're getting going down there. Still on the runway, but they're just rotating now, and up they go. So we've got a successful takeoff out of them. Red Nose 3079er is a Boeing 737 Postman. Postman 20 X-ray. Pushback approved. Expect runway 30. They've just crossed runway 30
Pushback approved. Expect
as they
runway
head in
30.
towards the terminal.
Postman 20 X-ray.
And we'll get this Scandinavian arrival in. We've also got Scandinavian 73 Alpha. That's an Airbus A320 Neo, I think that says. Is it? Yes, 20 Neo, and then Red Nose is a 737-800 Norwegian. I do plan on flying into here, actually, in a Norwegian 737 on Flight Sim. Again, these are all airports I want to go to. I've got a list on Volanta, which is the software we use to track our flights, of where I want to go and what I want to use. Viking 1158, pushback approved. Expect a runway at 22 left. We'll get them out at 22 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 22 left. Viking 1158.
Okay. Get this arrival in. Little Scandinavian CRJ. Tiny thing. Say tiny, but the CRJ 1000 is pretty long, isn't it?
73 Alpha on final 22 left.
And let's now give clearance to the aircraft behind them, which is Red Nose 3079er. Actually, we'll wait to see them get off the runway, because I don't think they're going to get off at this high-speed exit on the right. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. They're going to go off at the next one, which is fine, just across from Charlie. Alright. It's all coming out of the woodwork now, isn't it? Scandinavian 454, pushback approved. Expect a runway 22 left. Oh, where are they going? Ooh, Chaz has made a mess. Okay. We're going to have to hold them short. Scandinavian 1871, hold short of taxiway Tango. Hopefully they do that. Red Nose 3079er, runway 22 left, clear to land. Red Nose 3079er, runway 22 left, clear to land. What the hell was it coming up with the word flight? Yeah. Yeah, I thought so. A321 Neo after that. Keep your eye on this. Let's go to a different camera. They should stop before they get to this taxiway, so they should stop about here. Just because this has been told to push back and is going that way, because I'm an idiot and I've made a mess. Come on. Come on. Stop. Make sure you stop. Please stop. Be good. If you stop by that black line, that'd be even better. Please. 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 Yes. Very good. Very. Don't beep at me. Good. Happy with that. Scandinavian 743. Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Cross runway 30. Who's ready to taxi? Viking.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Well, Red Nose is in now. And this is actually going to be the end of the episode, I'm afraid. So we're not going to see Viking go out. There is Red Nose, the Norwegian 737. Really like that livery. It's just something different, isn't it? Very, very different. And so is this airport. Copenhagen is a really, really good airport. I'm afraid that this was not the busiest stint we've ever had here, but I do really like this place, and I hope you do too, and I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Thanks once again for watching, everybody, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Shut up.